Giants Raiders. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. But Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Locke. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators work so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From his end zone, Wilson. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Now Brady. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Again, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you. Check 3.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go one more. 56 to Mike.
Block now to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, they go with Mostert again, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
41's coming. 41's a Mike. Check.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
56, the mic, boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, pick it up.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. On play action, Locke rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. McCann's kick up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to roam now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Score Bears 14, Raiders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Block off of play action. Steps away to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They give him a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here. But closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
From his end zone, Wilson. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on second and 3. Brady. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a carry for White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here's Locke to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On play action, it's Brady. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
And they're on the 15-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey.
Throwing now is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Big as a play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
56, the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, it's Locke. He gets it complete to Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a play fake. Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56, the mark, 56, check 56.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Locke now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 8.
56, right there, 56. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 56 the mic, 56 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 56 the mic, boys, 56, check 56. Time to go, night, night.
They look to throw. It's Locke.
Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Powers through, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
I got you. Check 13. Check 13. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A handoff running left is Mostert. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. McCann's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that he almost started to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now Brady. This is caught by Hilton. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. We know it all too well. You give Tom Brady time on the clock. In the fourth quarter, you're playing with fire. We just saw it.
Yeah, and when you talk about playing with fire, it's really more like a raging inferno when it's Tom Brady, isn't it? And you almost expect it. Actually, you know he's going to come downfield and score against you. But here's the thing. Can you match Tom Brady now? Because there's still time on the clock for a chance to come back at him.
Yeah, maybe that long touchdown, they would have preferred something a little more methodical, because you're right, there's still quite a bit of time. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Las Vegas, first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Lock to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lock. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lock. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One final try for Locke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.